Hello there, thanks for playing World of Tanks, and thanks for taking a look at this World of Tanks video. You're gonna see we're in +1 -1 matchmaking, and this one is also during a loaded dice event. I think this is my favorite way of playing the game. At first I didn't like the +1 -1 matchmaking. First I was just like playing 2 tiers down, it's just part of the challenge of the game. Something everybody has to deal with. And since then, and especially in the loaded dice events, I've recognized that with the +1 -1 loaded dice, that I'm generally speaking just generally better able to influence the matches and the outcomes of the matches, and just generally probably do better, or otherwise just be more effective or influential or whatever. Okay, looking down at the mini-map, you can see we more or less just came straight to the center of the map, our light tank, trying to get some spotting in, and just kind of weaving back toward the flank, and we come across an enemy medium who had moved really far forward really quickly, and it's a good thing I didn't end up circling him, the heavy nearby, and what I do is I lock on and basically just sort of run away, and I weave, I swerve left to right, making the enemy shots hard to aim on me, make me hard to hit. And then without really looking to where the enemy vehicle is at, with my lock on maintained, whenever I have basically a straight, what looks like a straight shot on that lock on aim, I can just fire the trigger on the loaded round, and that's generally speaking, you don't get to see much of it here. That's generally speaking a pretty powerful way of playing a light tank, especially against vehicles that are in context when it doesn't work out just to sort of circle an enemy vehicle, and when it's a good idea just to be on the move or on the run, to lock on, swerve left to right, and whenever the round is loaded and it seems to be a straight shot based on the way your gun is aiming and that kind of thing, and the way that basically you've sort of stopped swerving left to right and you got a straight on, then it makes sense to fire your round at the enemy vehicle behind you. And that's something that players who are really good with light tanks, you'll find them doing that a lot as you're trying to fight them or whatever. So what we did is we went kind of, and then if you look at the minimap, what we did is kind of went back toward the center part of our team's positioning, kind of fell back a little bit, became unspotted and that kind of thing, so that the enemy team they lost track of me on their minimap, and moved back in toward the center part of the map to influence the center part of the fight. Looking for a safe way to get shots at enemy vehicle here. This heavy tank kind of surprised me, and here I pulled myself out of position after the reload, so I'm not in a position to get that second shot. Someone else finishes them off. You're only hurting yourself when you're not paying attention, I guess. So moving back in toward the middle part of the map, looking for another obvious opportunity, or maybe quick opportunity, to deal damage again. Put pressure on the center part of the enemy position, at least the center part of our position, put pressure on the enemy from there. And there's that Soviet style side skirting, kind of tough to deal with if you don't manually aim on this game. And there's a nice tracking shot and penetration shot, tracked target hit, and now you can see the enemy light tank coming right for me, and I'm all alone, and that is a full health auto loader, so I'm kind of in danger there. Get another tracked shot or two on that guy, get the finishing shot, and here I leave myself in a nasty vulnerable position for the enemy light tank. And there's a shot, and I don't recognize for a while in this match that my ammo rack has been damaged. Again, auto lock, looking straight back and loading kind of slowly here, and the gun straight, get a fire, and that guy's missed me his second and third shots of the clip. And it looks like here he got tracked probably by our destroyer in the middle, and finally comes around. Now I hop on him, which damages my track. I lock on again, my ammo rack is wounded, wait for a straight shot on the auto lock, and fire. And at this point, they have 2 vehicles left. I'm not going to use any of my consumables to help my basically very one-sided match. And look at that. I'm gonna go into some slow-mo here. And this is how Pearl Anthem handles light tanks in snowy city maps. How about that? Alright, for everyone's viewing pleasure, quite the landing. Only a little bit of rocking there at the end. Almost a straight up clean vertical landing, upside down and all. And our team finishes off the rest of the enemy vehicles. Well, that was fun. So what we got to observe here, in addition to some kind of aerial maneuvering, we got to observe just kind of a little bit of general map strategy inside of a city location in a light tank, repositioning and all that. And then also kind of some strategies of locking on, swerving left to right, and firing when the shot seems to be lined up. Well, certainly hope there's something there worth taking a look at. Maybe just a light tank flipping through the air. Kind of a spin. I'm not sure. I'm sure there's some kind of language for that. If you have any thoughts about how the match gameplay could have been improved, let me know. Thanks for taking a look at this World of Tanks video, and thanks for playing World of Tanks.